The King of Kicks? The one ranked 9th on the 100 Immortals? Everyone looked astonished upon hearing the mention. They had clearly heard of the King of Kicks. Those who ranked on the 100 Immortals were extraordinary talents, not to mention the legends who made it into the top 10. A powerful man like the King of Kicks would command respect anywhere he went. His presence at their unremarkable guild was akin to an attack from a higher level. Not even the Boulderthorn disciples could overshine him. Wow! I'm surprised that the Harmons have hired the King of Kicks. They are indeed wealthy. With the King of Kicks around, the Harmons are definitely winning the battle. He can take on every single opponent at the scene with his capability. After the initial shock, the spectators started to anticipate the fight. After today, they could boast that they had witnessed the King of Kicks in action. Ms. Harmon, your martial artists seem weak. Why don't you send the Top Gun? Brody challenged her with a sneer. Winning 2 consecutive rounds boosted his confidence. Sir Cavalier, I'll bank on you. Natasha looked at the hawk-nosed elder. Didn't I tell you not to waste your time? What are those 2 good-for-nothings doing here? The man appeared disdainful. His remark upset Stefan and Mr. Wangley, who were being treated for their injuries on the side. Still, they dared not talk back to him. Sir Cavalier, you're right. These 2 aren't at the same level as you. They're just here to fill up the quota. Quentin quickly sucked up to the King of Kicks. Please, Sir Cavalier. Natasha, refusing to engage in more talk, gestured toward the battle ring. Sure. Since I'm paid to do this, I'll walk around the ring. He smiled and marched right into the ring. His appearance led to a huge commotion among the audience. Fuck! It's truly the King of Kicks. Am I dreaming? That's unexpected. The Harmons must have spent a fortune to get him here. When you have one of the top 10 from the 100 Immortals in the ring, it's practically a massacre, isn't it? I thought the Harmons were going to lose. But the tables have turned. The atmosphere in the guild reached a climax due to the presence of the King of Kicks. Although this has cost us a fortune, it is worth it solely for the shock factor. The corner of Jessica's lips curled into a rare smile. That's true. Once the King of Kicks defeats the lineup from Mr. Williams' side, no one will look for trouble with us anymore. Quentin concurred with a nod. Too bad the King of Kicks is an egotistical lone wolf. We can't work with him for long. Natasha shook her head regretfully. What do you know? Legends are special and act in their own ways. That's why they're different from us. Quentin sounded like a know-it-all and was promptly ignored by Natasha. Silence! The hawk-nosed elder pressed on the floor of the ring. When the audience quieted, he announced, I have caught the flu and felt sick today. Therefore, I shall surrender and forfeit the battle today. Chaos erupted among the audience. What? Is he surrendering? That can't be. He's the King of Kicks and 9th on the 100 Immortals. How could he give up because of flu? Fuck! That's no surrender. He's doing it on purpose. The audience was stunned and confused as they didn't expect the King of Kicks to act in such a way. After going into the ring, he surrendered before the battle. What was that? Was there some shady deal going on? What's wrong? Why did he surrender? Jessica and her group exchanged astonished glances. The King of Kicks had received the payment but surrendered before he rendered his services. He had crossed a line. Did he switch sides at the last minute? Dustin narrowed his eyes, looking hostile. He had not expected the King of Kicks to pull off that trick. Sir Cavalier, what was that? Natasha shot up from her seat, looking frosty. The whole reason she accepted the invitation to the battle was because she had him as an ace card. His unexpected behavior had messed up her plans. Ms. Harmon, you paid me to join the battle, but you did not specify that I have to win. Isn't it a normal thing to fall sick and give up on the battle? He flashed a half-smile at her. Sir, you are a respected senior in the martial arts world. Aren't you worried you'd be the butt of the jokes if you flip-flopped on your promises? Natasha chided him. The butt of jokes? I am an honorable and upright man. No one dares to joke about me. His eyes swept across the area, and those who felt his gaze quickly lowered their heads in deference. Sir Cavalier, I believe I have treated you generously. Why would you do this? She furrowed her brow. At that moment, she was no longer oblivious to the fact that she had been fooled. The King of Kicks agreed to join the battle, only to surrender at a critical moment, catching her off guard. It was a cruel and raw betrayal. Ms. Harmon, I do not see the need to hide the truth from you. The hawk-nosed old man straightened his shirt and said to her, I play fair, and I work for the highest bidder. This time around, someone has offered me a higher price. So, I can help you out. Of course, I can reconsider my decision if you're willing to bid for my service at a higher price. Are you marking up the price now? There was a wintry look in Natasha's attractive eyes. Since this is a transaction, it's only normal to mark up prices at the last minute. He showed no guilt in his behavior. You're shameless. She sneered, feeling aghast at the rotten character of the king of kicks she had painstakingly hired. Ms. Harmon, if you refuse to offer a higher price, I shall leave the ring. He looked like he was about to leave. Wait. We'll do it. Jessica's face fell apart, and she immediately stopped him. If the king of kicks surrendered, the Harmons would lose the battle without a doubt. They had to accept the fact, even if he had demanded more money at the 11th hour. I'm sorry. Your reply comes too late. He sneered at them and walked up to the Boulderthorn Guild gang in front of everyone. The Harmons instantly paled upon witnessing that.